Welcome back to PinTech. I just finished repairing this Master's Pachinko, and this video is for the client to show them that the machine is functioning 100% after the work that was done. In order for the machine to work properly, you need to have a hopper full of balls, because the machine runs on the balls alone. It does not run on electricity. Electricity is only used for the lights. For example, here's a low hopper light which is on, and that runs off electricity or a battery, and the jackpot light which is over here. So you want to fill the hopper up with balls in order for the machine to play. So I'll show you how to do that first. You'll notice that the light was on, showing there was a low hopper. Here's your hopper up here. You want to fill it with at least 250 balls. I'm not going to fill it that much. I'm going to fill the hopper with just enough balls to have the light go out. Okay, the light just went out, so the machine's ready to play. The reason I only filled it up that little is because I wanted to show that when you get jackpots and the hopper goes low, that the light will come back on. In order to play Pachinko, you want to fire balls into the playfield. Balls will randomly fall through gravity, through all the pins, deflecting off the pins, and hopefully you get a ball in the pocket. Every time you get a ball in a pocket, you'll get paid out in balls. This particular machine has 4 mechanical pockets called tulips, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you'll notice they have wide wings on them, so that they're very large pockets. So once a ball enters one of those large tulip pockets, the wings will close up to make the following ball harder to enter. It'll make the pocket much smaller. But once the pocket's made small and another ball enters, then the wings will open again to make it a large pocket. So they alternately open and close with each ball entering. You have 2 stationary pockets, one here on the right and one on the left bottom. They stay the same state that they're in, so they're very small pockets and harder for balls to enter those. In the center attraction, you have a feature whereas there are 3 pockets, one on the left, middle, and center of the attraction. A ball entering the center pocket will open up the top tulip here and the bottom tulip. So you get a payout in balls, and both tulips will open, which will give you a better chance on the following play to get another jackpot. If a ball enters either the right or left side, that would open also the corresponding tulip. So if you get a ball on the right side of the center attraction, it'll open up this tulip wings and the center tulip. So again, you'll have a better chance of winning a jackpot with the following ball that's played. Of course, if this tulip is open, as it is now, and a ball enters the right side, this will just remain open. It's not going to change that. It won't close this tulip. So that's basically the game. How you launch balls into the playfield is how you control your play and how hard you launch the balls into the playfield. You launch the balls into the playfield by depressing with your thumb this lever down. You pull it back to this finger rest here, and the further you pull it back before you release the lever is how hard the ball is shot into the playfield. Your payout balls come out through this chute right here, and they fill up the ball feeder tray. This is the tray that you put your play balls in, and these balls feed into the shooter area that you launch the balls into the playfield. If this ball feeder tray starts getting too filled with jackpot balls, too many winning balls, and starts backing up into the machine, that's not a good thing. So what you want to do is take this lever here and depress it to the left, and that'll lower the balls from the ball feeder tray into the overflow tray, as an example. Now your balls go into the overflow tray. So that's what this lever is for. Whenever the hopper is low, there's a gate right here that closes off the ball feeder tray from the ball shooter area. So the hopper being low also controls that. So if the light comes on, that means a gate will close, keeping the balls from the feeder tray into the shooter area. But if you have balls remaining in the shooter area when the light first came on, you can launch the rest of these remaining balls until the chamber clears, it's empty, and then no more balls will feed from the ball feeder tray until you fill the hopper back up. Once you fill the hopper back up again, then the gate will open and balls will feed from the tray back into the shooter area. However, in that scenario, once that happens, the very first time you pull back the lever and try to launch a ball, nothing will happen because there were no balls in the chamber. But once you did that initial first pull of the lever, that will load a ball into the chamber for the following ball. So the second time you pull the lever after the hopper goes low and the light comes on, you'll be able to fire balls from then on. So let's play some games real quick. You'll see some payouts. Every time a ball goes into a tulip, the tulip should close and give you a payout, and a light will come on. Or anytime a pocket is, you get a ball into a pocket, the jackpot light will come on and you should get paid out in balls. So we'll keep getting jackpots hopefully until the hopper goes low and the light comes on. We got one in the tulip closed. We got a payout of balls, and if you notice, the jackpot light came on. Let's try for the left side pockets. We just got a tulip there. So now there's only one remaining tulip. The low hopper light came on, so now, as you can see, you can't launch any more balls. The ball feeder tray has been locked out from the shooter area. But you will be able to play again once the hopper is filled. So let's fill the hopper up with more balls. The light went out. Now the gate went up, and you should be able to load a ball into the ball shooter and fire. See, nothing happened the first time, like I said. Now the ball shooter area has been loaded, and now we can fire and back and play. Now we just got a tulip again. We got a lot of payouts. The ball feeder tray is starting to jam up, so let's enter the balls to the overflow tray. Got a lot of payouts there. The hopper light came on, low hopper light. So again, we'll be able to launch any remaining ball that's in there. There's your field. And now that's it. You can't launch anymore until the hopper's filled. So let's rotate the back of the machine, because I want to show you two features that are important. On the lower left here, I'm not sure if you can see it in the camera or not, but there's a horizontal bar here that's called a seesaw. In order for the machine to start and play properly, you want to make sure the seesaw is up on the right side of the seesaw. So right now it's in the up position that you want. And if it's in the down position, there's a little lever underneath, and you just push up on the pin, and that'll raise the seesaw up on the right, and that's the position you want. You also want to make sure that this ball lockout lever here is in the right side, and it's not locking out balls from the hopper. So this hopper goes through, the balls enter from the hopper through this track here and then down into the payout mechanism, but this keeps the balls from entering the whole rest of the machine in order to work on the machine. So you want this to be to the right in the open position. And that's basically it. I could show you how to dump the balls when it's time to transport the machine. You pull this lever back, and that dumps the balls out of the hopper and out of the machine. Then you have remaining balls in here that are in the jackpot mechanism. So what you want to do is take a stick or a Q-tip or something. You pull these two white levers here down, and then you lift to the right this lever. And you dump out the remaining balls. And that's basically it. So now you can transport the machine. The ball should be out of the machine. Of course, you can always check the front. Take all the balls out of your trays and make sure none were in the chamber when you want to move the machine. One last quick thing is now your lights operate off this 9-volt battery. There's no switches needed, because if the balls are filled in the hopper and no one's getting a jackpot, it won't be draining the battery, so you can leave the battery constantly connected. But if the hopper is empty, then this light will constantly be on and you'll be draining the battery, so you don't want that. So instead of using a switch, I just use the connector. All you have to do is slide it to the right or left to make contact with the terminals, and that's your switch. You just use the connector. It's a nice, clean, and efficient way of using it. But again, you won't have to disconnect the battery like that as long as the hopper is filled. Because once again, the light's on as long as the hopper is empty, so you always want to keep enough balls in the hopper So you want to keep enough balls in the hopper to keep the lights out. So if the lights aren't on, you won't be draining any battery. So that's it. That's the Masters Pachinko. I believe Masters is a subsidiary or smaller Pachinko manufacturer that Maruhan, the large manufacturer, pays, or they subcontract out to make machines for them. So it's basically a Maruhan machine, because all the features, as you can see, is from a Maruhan machine. All the back features are all Maruhan. So this is made, I believe, by a company called Masters for Maruhan. And that's why it's called Masters. So you won't find too many Masters labeled machines around. So anyway, that's it. If you have a Pachinko machine or a pinball machine that needs restorations, repairs, or modifications, contact me at Pintech on Facebook. If you like the video, please leave a comment and give a thumbs up. Or if you want, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.